We are live. We are live once more again. Yep. Much love. Blessings to everyone. We are live. Get this up and running here. So today guys we're out in the yard in the back outside the kitchen here. And our mission today is to put these plants in pot. At least our tomatoes. As you can see, these are still in the seed starter. So three variety of tomatoes we have here guys. And then we have a bunch of marigold as you can see. There's some marigold over here. I have a bunch of things going on. Elephant plants. There are some synap peas, some new one that I have going. These ones were doing so well. They are the older ones. So I restart. We got a whole bunch of marigold. These are different type of marigold. Along with our three different type of tomatoes. Then we have different type of marigold here again. Beautiful plants guys. So our mission today is to repot. You can see what's going on here. So lovely, lovely, healthy plants. Beautiful day. So we are outside getting our a little sun in today. So that's the mission. We're getting a little sun along with the mission. We're getting some vitamin. So yeah. Alright, so welcome to the live. Remember if you're joining the live, please subscribe to the live. Show some love and support. Follow the journey. Let's grow together. It's beautiful garden season. So yeah guys. So we have our Roma tomato, our Roma VF. Everybody know Roma tomato is a great one for tomato sauce. It doesn't have a lot of seed. And then we have our Beta Boy, kind of hard to read, but our Beta Boy hybrid as well. The Roma is another hybrid too. Then we have our Taste Master. So these are three different tomato guys, as you can see. So we have our nice soil mix in here. So we're gonna go ahead and pot a lot of these. So we got all different type of pots here. We already label our Taste Master is gonna go in this one. We're gonna continue with the Roma first. So these ones are some Romas. As you can see, these ones are few days ahead in the pot. So you can already see the growth and the definition between these. So imagine these are the same Roma as this one. So nice type of Italian tomato for great sauce. So these ones right here, I planted a few days ago. Or I should say I put in the pot a few days ago. These are some beautiful companion plants, guys. Lovely. It's kind of like an onion, scallion family, but they grow like a pinkish and a purple bloom. Really great for pollinator. So I'm gonna be loving these in my garden bed around all that section this growing season. And these are perennials, so these will come back. So very excited and looking forward to this. Still have this gutter line on the ground, still yet to cut it and put it to use as far as in different pieces. But yeah guys, we're out here in the yard today. And we're gonna get our tripod set up in this location here. Then we're gonna go ahead and start planting our tomatoes. All right. Let's zoom in here a bit. Hey guys, blessings to everyone. Welcome to the live. You're joining us today. We're out here in the yard planting or potting to say tomatoes and marigold plant. This, I think I have 3 different species of marigold plant in this as well, guys. And we have another 3 different species in this one as well. Just a second here, guys. I'm gonna see if I can get this to pick up. There you go. And a little chat, so just in case I see anyone joining the live. There you go. So yeah. Sure it's still going well. One is on the live. Welcome to the live. We're planting, or to say we're potting tomatoes and marigold plant today. So thanks for joining the live. Got 3 different type of tomato, guys, in this. As I expressed, we got our Taste Master, our Aroma FV, and our Better Boy. The Better Boys are definitely early going crop. You know, it definitely produced early in the season. We got here the Roma. We're gonna start with actually these Romers. Roma I've already did a few days ago, so as you can see, they definitely establish a lot more. So same plant, difference as in 2 days, or to say a few days of transplant. So this is what we are here today doing, transplanting these ones so we can get them established as well. It's gonna be a great growing season, guys. But yeah, definitely gonna be a lovely one. Gonna excuse this marigold for right now. But before I even go, I'll bring it in and show you guys. Check these out, guys, how healthy they are. For just being, we're joining the live. Welcome to the live. We're starting. These I start from seedlings. We're gonna put them in these eco pots today. So these are all different type of marigold. Guys, you should smell how lush and strong they are already. So these are 2 in 1. I'm probably gonna transplant them in individual. I realize that pulling it, I can get nice root ball to come up with it. So pretty excited overall. So I have a lot cut out for us right now. So these are all different marigold. I'm gonna rest them here. Then this is another different type of marigold species. So all different types, guys. Very excited this season with the different companion plant that I have to go. These are beautiful and healthy. Yep. That wasn't planned for at all. Good thing planned. Guys, So this fell over a while ago, guys. Still healthy and all that, but check this out. So didn't put it in a, a firm spot, so that was a bad, rookie mistake right there. But we're still good. But look how much healthy plant is in this. You know, but from falling a while ago, guys, you should smell the essence and the fragrance of these marigold. You know, it's crazy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get them out of the way a bit. Show you something here. But a look at damage one right here, for example. It's fine though. This one, as you can see, kind of bent. But as I was expressing, guys, for example, this one bent, so I'm not gonna take it. But this one in the middle, if I give a nice pull, I get them nice root bone and all that. You know, I should say nice root ball. You know, so easily transplant. These ones might, you know, take few days to recover back after these transplant, but definitely no problem in the sense of, as you can see, there's those three in this one ball root ball here, and I definitely can get 3 individual plants. And so I'm very excited about the whole idea. So even though these are 36 different cells, out of them contain 3 and 4, which is all individual plants. So these are the marigold, all different type of marigold. French marigold, and we have some African marigold. Those are among some of the strongest as far as pest control. So as I open these marigold, I'm gonna go ahead and plant them for the first before we go ahead with the tomatoes. So we're gonna do our 3 marigold first. Yeah, simple and easy, guys. Actually, you know, it's nice to get your finger in the mud, but I'm always dirtying up and then I go inside, and you know, so might as well get these latex gloves on. So we're gonna be in the mud today. A beautiful day, guys, so I can be outside. No shirt. Yeah, simple and easy. And beautiful plants in already. This one was the bent one, so as it's in the root ball still. Still gonna give it a go. No problem. No problem. Just gonna give this one a little support. Now look later. So that we can have a steady plant going up. So you can just for now. So yeah, we're just gonna give it a little support for a couple of days so that it get gain back some strength from being bent over. We're just being a little resourceful right now. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. I'm gonna do these real quick because the mission is to get these tomato planting. Welcome to the live, guys. Again in the live, please subscribe. Let me know where you're watching from. Give me a thumbs up as well. Yeah, guys, just simple and easy, nothing fancy. In the next couple of weeks, we're gonna be getting these into the ground directly in the soil. Still getting some cold morning and low temperature at night. So kind of being in between, careful. So we're gonna go ahead and get a bunch of aroma tomato going. These are all aroma. But same thing, guys, as you can see here. Bring this one in. It still have like 3 Roma tomato in this, so the same thing, I might definitely damage a few of these, in the sense of not say damage, but might take a couple of days to recover. But I'm not gonna have 3 of these going in this summer surface, so it's very wet. So same thing, guys, I just pull gently on this, and as you can see, some root might miss, but this is tomato. Definitely recover back easily. So these are just all individual seedlings. Kind of that's how I'm gonna be doing these. This is the biggest one in the group. They are almost same size, but still one gonna go. But I'm not gonna do them, as you can see easily. So these ones might take a few days to recover more stronger. But it's the same thing I did with these ones, guys. Some of these ones, as you can see right here, I did a few days ago, and I'm getting great results. So I'm not worrying about the aftershock. So this one remain in the root ball. These 2 become 2 individual plants. So out of this one root, or this one root, seed start to sell 3 plant. So can't go wrong. So that's the mission today, to get these individual plants into their new home. So Roma tomato, and then down in the middle here we have our taste master and our better boy. There guys. A beautiful day. It's gonna be a great summer. Great gardening season. Tomato, a lovely head start in the season ahead. So a couple more weeks and I need the light inside, and I'm golden. There guys. Just simple, nice and easy, quick and fast. Make this day count, right? Definitely. But yeah guys, if you're joining the live, please subscribe to my channel. Be a part of the journey. You will get to see the life of these beautiful tomato plants as the season progresses. Definitely excited, guys. So last season I definitely didn't get such a head start with tomatoes, so I'm very excited to see what this season holds. I have a bunch of kale, switch chard, some I need to restart again. Cabbage, we have some cabbage. I did lose some of my cabbage as well too. But we have a bunch of plants that already start inside. I'm very excited to see what this season is gonna bring. I'm gonna get these nice in and then get them some good water. Still an aroma tomato, guys. Look at this one. Go healthy. Get rid of some of these smaller leaf. Bring this one in, guys. Show you what I have cooking up. Look how healthy this thing look. Nice, huh? Yeah, one love to everyone. One love to whoever who watching. I appreciate you. So yeah, guys. Nice spot, simple. Not nice. Yeah, subscribe to the thing if you haven't subscribed as yet. Welcome to the family. Yardman Garden and Arts TV, so don't know how you think. Come on, ready? Out here doing the right thing, right? Yeah, man. Same thing, guys. You have two nice ones in here. This one's have me tense a bit here. Here you go. So yeah, like I said, we might damage a little root here, but this is a nice plant by itself. This bigger one remain in the container. Can't go wrong. You should see the healthy root poking out of this. In no time, all the new roots and the new growth is just gonna be bulking up out of this. Ready to go in the soil. So the next step is gonna be straight directly in the soil. Got a couple more weeks. I have to say a week. Yeah, a couple more weeks, and we're gonna put them outside, directly in the soil. So definitely excited. So make sure to subscribe so that you can be a part of the journey. Enjoy this beautiful gardening season. Here guys, just simple transplant. Got all our Roma tomato. Nice and easy. And we got a bunch of yeah guys, I'm really excited about these plants as well too. It's companion plant. It's kinda in the onion and scallion family, so I'm really excited. Alright. If you're joining the live, welcome to the live. This is Nick from Yardman Garden and Arts TV. We're planting out some tomatoes and some marigold plant today. These are some companion plants. So very exciting. So yeah, these plant guys is kinda in the onion and scallion family. So it's really strong. And they have a lot of bloom. So there's a lot of pollinator that love it. So really exciting. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. Do the right thing. While the mission and the beautiful garden season continue. So to be a part of it, make sure you hit that subscribe. Hit the notification and make sure you don't miss any video in the near future ahead of us. So that's what it's about, guys. Continue. Still have a lot more Roma tomato to go. I think this. So we got Roma tomato, still same thing, guys. 3 tomato in this. I'm not gonna do 3 of them in the same pot. These are the Roma set. Still have 3 going on in here. Still have 3, and though this one is tiny, not getting enough room. These ones are great. These ones, we have 1 in this one. So yeah, the one with the trees, we just simple going in delicately, pulling on it, not too hard so we don't damage all the roots. So this, I know it might take a couple of days to recover back well, but no problem in the sense that I know it will recover and get going in no time. I'm not in no problem, no worries, no rush. As far as to see this come back to great potential. Hey guys, I might not know what I'm gonna do with all this tomato this season, but better more than less, right? So yeah, go beautiful. If you just joining the live, remember to give me a thumbs up, like and share. Go beautiful. Get rid of this little stem right here. Hey guys, these are some beautiful Roma tomato. We're gonna be swimming in sauce this season. Oh yeah, subscribe to the thing, thumbs up. I don't know where you go already. We have some nice cocoa pour, kind of mixing in our soil. Give it a nice loosen. And the plant roots to be nice and soft. Right now we have our neighbor outside enjoying this four-wheeler, so can be a little bit noisy in the background at certain minutes. So I apologize about that, and we are on a live, so not much we can do. Get this nice and easy down in there. These tomato guys are gonna be nothing but lovely and spectacular. Hey, it can get a bit noisy around here, guys. You know, kids are growing up and they're enjoying different toys, as in four-wheeler. You know, so so be a little bit annoying sometimes. But what can we do, right? You have to cohabitate and enjoy. I have a little son too, so I can imagine he get older. He's gonna be making noise as well too. So what can I complain, right? Yeah. Yeah, guys. It'll be nice and quick here. But still have a good way to go. We do have a bunch of tomatoes and individual marigold plant. So gonna be a minute. Yeah, a little bit showdown right now. A bit noisy. So bear with me in the background there for a moment. Go fragile this one is, guys. So tiny. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Slowly. And we get some nice root with it still. Still have confidence in it. But these guys, I'm definitely not doubling them up. So this one is gonna be the center. So we're gonna remove it slowly as well. Nice root ball coming up. So like I said, these ones might take a couple days to recover back well. But I mean, no doubt that they're gonna be great still. There, guys. We're cooking. Leaves after this, just some nice watering. And we're golden. But yeah, I'm just running out of pots here. And I need some more containers for sure. Nice and nice and nice and simple. Nothing too complicated, guys. Just a man transplanting some tomato and some marigold plant. There, guys. Nice and lovely. And this thing actually did hold quite a few plants here. I'm surprised. Bring this thing up more. You guys seeing me on the lower end there? Not really. That's what I'm doing down there, guys, on the lower side. I'm staging my plant here. Getting a little bit of watering going. But the main thing, guys, like for this, you just give it some watering in the base here. And let the plant kind of absorb the water. Yeah. Soil is a little bit moist already, so we really don't need a lot. But look, guys, we definitely have a lot to go. Because just like the tomatoes, a lot of these marigold are double. And we're still gonna individual them. We're still gonna plant them out individually. So we still have like so much to go. So. I'll set this back up here. But yeah, guys. Hey, if you're just joining the live, we're planting out a lot of tomato this moment. Tomato and marigold. And we are planting out some. I forgot the name of this plant, guys, but it's a beautiful pollinator. It's in the onion and scallion family, so very excited for these as well. We have 3 different types of tomato going in here. We got our aroma and our taste master. And anything is triple or double, we kind of separating them. Kind of like these ones right here. And put them in individual pots. So for this tiny one here, I'm gonna put her in this nice one here. So if you're joining the live, welcome to my live. Subscribe to my channel, getting some cocoa pour in my nice little soil mixture here. Hey guys, nice and simple, nothing too complicated, nothing hard. Get them in there. Maybe I can get a wider screen. Here you go, so we can actually see a bit down at the bottom as well. Hey guys, bunch of marigold and Roma tomato. Another pollinator plants. Still, I feel like I still have some more Roma tomato. So a better boy pot. Then we got the taste master. Hey guys, subscribe to the channel. Like and share the live. If you know anyone that would like this moment and enjoy seeing me in the garden space here. But yeah guys, check this out. This is one of the taste master. Nope, that's a better boy pot, so wrong one. Oh yeah, that's a better boy, okay. And look at this, how healthy. Look at the root on this guys here. So yeah, if you're just joining live, subscribe. We're planting out some Roma tomato and some better boy, some taste master. This is our first better boy right now. You can see these are all Roma tomato down in the bottom and some Marygold. These are all Marygold. We come back over here. We have another tray of Marygold here. So guys, these are sell off 36. But as you can see, just like the tomato, it can be 36 times 3 or 2. So the plants is increased. So they definitely need to be going in little pots. Still a bit cold to go outside to trust the weather. Fully right now, you know, we still been getting some low temperature at night and some cold frosty morning. So kind of not trusting the whole season as yet. Maybe after Mother's Day for sure, you know. But yeah, if you're joining the live, subscribe to my channel. Let's continue growing our community. It's all about love and positivity around here. You know, so no judgment. We're all here to learn and grow from each other. And in support of any way that we can. So yeah, this is our first Better Boy, guys. And as you know, Better Boy is a great tomato as well. It's an early producer. We're gonna separate our, come this side, separate our Romo from the Better Boys. I definitely gonna need some more pot for sure. But yeah, if you're joining the live, subscribe. Let's keep growing the channel. And I'll continue with a couple more Better Boy. We were so into the Roma tomato. We're gonna switch it up a bit here. And hey guy, don't mind me. Today we're beating it, we're rocking it a bit topless. My first time for the season coming outside without no shirt, so why not, you know? And some nice extra evening sun. We're cooped up all winter, you know, hiding from the cold weather. But bungling up in all different layers of clothes, so this is our moment to shine right now, right? Hey, this is our Better Boy. We really don't have a lot of Better Boy. I think we have what would it be? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So it's 36, 18 and 18 guys. So it's 18 am I doing this much right? Well, anyway, this is 18 on this side and 18 divided by 2. Yeah, I think that's what we got. 18 divided by 2 for the Better Boy and the Taste Master. So 36 cell, but a lot of it, like this Taste Master right here, is double. You're definitely gonna get 2 plants from it just as it is. So you know, we got this little baby one right here. Probably hard to transplant right now. We're probably gonna leave it a little longer and see if we can transplant it later on. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification, you know. And, yeah. See what we do with this season in the garden. I haven't prepped in a long time this much as far as starting so much vegetable inside, you know. So I'm excited to see the result of this season. You know, we already get a great start going. The goal from here is to get them in the soil and keep watering, you know, and make sure that we keep up with our watering and with that aspect of it, you know. So I would say some of the harder part is already done. Get this plant established. And I still feel like these containers are so small, but kind of running out of the bigger ones, guys. But still better than just the seed starter. So in the next couple weeks, it's just kind of a bit small. So I know we know in a few days these roots gonna be bulking out of here, but still better than the seed starter container. But yeah, guys, in a couple weeks we're gonna get these directly in the soil, into the ground, in the garden bed. So not too worrying about them right now as far as these pots are kind of smaller. Better boy, better boy. Kind of separate. Oh wow, that's funny. We got a cell here full of root and no plant. I wouldn't say the plant died off. All this root came from the neighboring plant. This one probably just didn't germinate any seed. You know, so that's kind of funny. So yeah, these are all our better boy, better boy, better boy. And then that this is the taste master, and then these are all more Roma tomato. So we got a whole ton of Roma tomato, guys. Too much almost. Get one more nice better boy in here. But look at all this root system. You know, this would be nice to just be going into the soil, you know, guys. But it's tomato and it's still a bit cold, so I'm gonna give them a little more time. I know they will get bigger and more established in these root container, even though they're a bit small, but better than not what they were in and bigger than what they were in. So should give them a couple more weeks room to grow. Welcome to the live, guys. Blessings to everyone. Appreciate your presence and your time for being here. Hit that subscribe, join the journey. It's a better boy, better boy, better boy. Plant, guys. And it's almost killing this. This root need more room already, guys, but it'll make sense procrastinate. We're gonna get it done. And they will be just fine, and it's just temporarily, really. But yeah, these better boys gonna do great in the soil soon. You know, guys, I buy this pot. You know, I wasn't thinking the whole thought of this idea that I came with the fact that I'm not gonna do 2-in-1 hole or 2-in-1 container. You know, so I didn't buy adequate enough pots to fill my desire and my new plan. So hence why I have less of these bigger ones. And I'm running out right now. So Needless to say, I do have quite a few more smaller ones here, and I had some old pots. And there's another. What we got here? 12 of the small one, but literally, guys, look at all these marigold. 36 times 2 or times 3. You know, same thing for that one over there. So, definitely gonna need more pots. But, you know, guys, I wouldn't say it's a good problem to have, you know. It's not me complaining at all. And even in the sense, if I don't plant all of these myself, if I do get around to giving away a few plants, it's just better to have more than less. But yeah, look at this. This is just, you know what? Look at that. It's almost a sin to put. I'm not gonna put it in that small one. So look at too much, guys. We're gonna give her a nice, bigger home. Cut all that root, so. Um, there, we're gonna give her a bigger home. Guys, if this was going in direct in the soil in a couple weeks, you know, definitely. But the next 2 weeks, we're gonna put them back underneath the light inside. If the temperature get too low, so even give them more vigorous growth, and then we're gonna transplant them finally outside. But yeah, can't go wrong, guys. I definitely prep this season in a big way, so I'm excited. You know, look at that, just super healthy. Yeah, guys, and we definitely cooking along and cruising along. See if I have another one of those. I'm gonna go inside the house right now. I'm wearing my boot, so I wanna go inside the house. But man, I definitely need more container, guys. You know, just for the love of it and for the beautiful energy. So we basically finished with our really though. So that's all. Let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I guess. And then that's crazy though, guys. So these better boys. There's literally that 8 over there. Hopefully I'm clear. But yeah, guys, that 8 over there in the corner. That's the only 8. They didn't really have a double. So for them, they all individual. All right, not bad anyway. So still excited about that. I might gonna have to definitely start some more outside, guys, directly in the soil. Get these over here. No one will lose this again on the ground. I'll set it here. We're gonna set these better boy out of the way. Set more room for the other one. Give them a nice little miss. 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. Hey guys, nice little miss for them. They're settling their new home. Find good rooting and footing in the new soil. So very excited. Yeah, the mission continues. Yeah, if you're just joining the live, please hit that subscribe. We're gonna do a taste master, guys. And same thing as I was dealing with the Roma or the Romo. You can slowly separate this one, two plants, so I already have this pot going, so nice. Yeah, guys, kind of how we've been rocking. We're gonna slowly continue until our mission is finally accomplished. Hey, these are the taste master. So we got our name tag pot right here. And look at this beautiful one, guys. It's almost too big for this already, and the roots, but 2 more weeks in this, and then directly into the soil. You know what I mean? So, as you can see, these are bigger pots. These were some of the other Roma tomato. But by the pattern, I wasn't thinking the whole time that I was planning to separate any plant that have 3 or 2 in the same. So, for that reason, we got low end plants. And the plant, I should say, the bigger ones, so. We'll find though. It's definitely bigger than what they were in as far as the root starter, and then imagine some of it had 2 different plants in it. So look at this. This one had 3. And you can see these guys how they thin they are. Obviously you could put this 3 plant indirectly in the ground. But for my sustain of different plants, we're slowly doing this. And we're slowly getting individual plants in their own home. So increase the whole production. And like I said, these ones might take a couple days to recover, but I'm still in no doubt that they're gonna be just fine. So. Hey guys, welcome to the live. Hit that subscribe. Hit the notification as well. Make sure to be updated and to be informed whenever I upload another video or go live on my platform here. So nice, beautiful Taste Master tomato, guys. These are hybrid species, and these are all organic and heirloom tomato seedlings. So very excited. Might gonna have to plant more better boy though directly in the soil outside. Probably coming next week. Can put those one directly in the soil and plant some seeds in the soil outside next week. So it's gonna be the mission. Yeah, guys. More Taste Master. These were the separate plant. Yeah, just simple and easy. That's a man out here planting tomato and a bunch of marigold for pest control and companion plant. You know how that lady marigold works. Help control all that pest. And guys, we have a whole ton of, like this one now is kind of delicate. Let's definitely leave these 2 for what they are. And if this get bigger, I might plant it all together or I might transplant it later. Oh yeah, we all know how Miss Marigold work. She's a great pest control and companion plant in the garden. So Almost, not almost, I have more marigold than individual vegetables and herbs that come together. So, so definitely that's exciting because you need marigold in and out all over in the garden along the perimeter. Eh? Oh, lovely guys. Simple and lovely, right? But yeah, subscribe to that channel, hit the notification. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be a great season this growing season. Very excited. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of not a lot of work to say, a lot of effort. Tree planting one. And a simple demonstration, just the same. This is the biggest one, so I give her the benefit of the doubt. And the smaller one, I slowly pull. Nice. You see that? So these are the marigold. All different type. I got the African type. I got some French type. These are all the ones that are stronger for pest control and repellent. Beautiful. As you can see, these guys, especially in this flower right here. Same thing. These are 3 different type. As you can see, some of these already blooming. So I'm excited, but definitely overdue as far as stand planting. You can see these ones are blooming. But this one kind of fell off the wall. I was being a little bit clumsy, rookie mistake. But I know they're fine though. But some of it is a little broken. But same thing, guys. These 3. Just simple taking them, pulling this one easily, and new plant. So like I said, it might be a little bit as far as these ones may take a couple of days to recover, but still in no doubt they're gonna be perfect. But just make for extra work, guys. So yeah, you're just joining the live. Like and share. Subscribe to my channel. Be a part of the journey while we grow and learn together. You see? Yeah, man. Yeah, we still have a bunch of Roma tomato. I choose a lot of Roma tomato, guys, because it's a great one for sauce. So and it have a less seed. One of them tomato species or tomato type that have less seed in them. So that's why I choose a lot of tomato. A lot of Roma individual. But yeah, these same thing with the tomato. Little bit more delicate, but look at that. So I can get individual plants, guys. Too much cluster. If I should plant these in the same root anyway, they just gonna take away nutrients more from each other in a smaller space. So this might slow down the growth in individual ones, but will be better for them in the long run. This one is gonna be an easier recover because I didn't pull this one up. But look at the root, guys. It's almost too small for this pot. I generally was using these bigger one, but I run low on these one because I buy the pot with the idea of transplanting individual plant, not taking one seed start cell into 3 different plants, so hence why I'm running out. But this is definitely bigger than what it was, so I know in 2 weeks it's a great housing for all these roots to get established more and ready to go in directly outside in the ground. So definitely don't have any worries as far as them, taking off in these smaller pot and get a great going. Yeah, these are almost mix this one. This is one of my taste master. Not really the Roma. But even my soil mix, guys, I'm getting a bit low on, so even that I might have to mix some more soil adamant to get my marigold going. But yeah, simple and easy, nice root, nothing too complicated. See, guys, that's what in gardening, sometimes we tend to complicate it a bit, and whether we underwater plant or we give them too much attention and overwatering them a bit, we it's all coming stride. We have to learn the play. So some of us have a little more green thumb than that, but it's really experience and sometimes doing less. If it that's really that sometimes. As these plants, I grow more organic. So once I put them in my organic, beautiful soil in the outside, I typically only water. Some season, guys, I don't even use any additive or fertilizer as far as even if it's organic or not. And I'm definitely gonna do some. This season, I'm gonna do a lot of beautiful. I'm gonna do a lot of liquid fertilizer. So basically, putting green plant matter in water and have it, you know, dissolve in the water and decompose and create a fast liquid fertilizer. That I'm gonna be using that method a lot in my garden this growing season. But yeah, after this, guys, literally you put this in the soil. You can just water, on a regularly base until production got ready. You know what I mean? So you literally don't have to use, too much chemical and fertilizer is what can be too much for plants. Because when you start messing into fertilizer as far as chemical go, the chemical balance have to be at peak. Anything is off, then you mess up. So you might as well leave nature to do its own thing. So hence why organic, it might sound harder in a sense, but can be a lot easier to control, in the sense that you're not worrying about extra chemical or how to balance soil or balance your chemical in soil. Yeah, these are all taste masters. Yeah, hit that subscription, hit that notification. By the end of this video, I wanna see my subscriber count go up. So if you're watching, please hit that subscription. Support the journey. And let's grow and enjoy gardening together. Gardening and arts. That's what we are about over here on Yardman Garden Arts TV. Keep repeating myself, guys. He's almost ready for bigger containers, but we run out of the bigger ones, so we're still rocking with these ones. Still using these ones. Another Taste Master tomato down. Another one to go. So then we still have these which I do need to pay attention to where I'm taking these from. It really doesn't matter anyway, honestly, but these are all different species of marigold. So even if I don't recognize all of them, at least I want to know which species is which, and probably looking into which one is giving better result as far as pest control. So we, like I said, guys, these are literally what the hell was that? That's funny. Oh, that's not it either. Did I really lose my plant, guys, that I had in my container a while ago? Up here it is. That's funny. Well, kind of awkward way position I'm in, so I'm gonna get back balance here in a second. Kind of standing in the sharp corner between these plants that I don't really want to just step back and but these these are some tools, so it's the same thing. This is what I was experiencing, explaining earlier with these individual plants that I'm separating and getting two out of one. So for that reason, we're giving ourselves more work. We have two more Taste Master tomato. And same thing, guys. This is actually three. A tiny one right here. We're gonna leave that one. Then we're gonna take maybe this one right here. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Nice. Nice and easy, guys. No, nothing too complicated. Nothing too fancy. Nothing hard. So yeah, get these nice and watering, settling into their new home. It's gonna be a great season, guys. All Taste Masters. We got two more left. It's gonna go ahead and plant them out. So guys, if you're just joining the live, welcome, subscribe, hit that notification. Cut all that road. Look at too much, but like I said, 2 more weeks in this, then we get cooking in the real style. Directly in the ground. Tiny little one here, we're not too worried about it. Might end up going to feed the other bigger one, so who knows? It's still there, it's gonna survive for sure, but let's see in the next couple of days how much it survive. We might just take that one out. Last Taste Master, guys. We still have a good handful of Roma, even though we have a bunch of Roma down here. Still have, let me see. So this is still three individual plant. Got 4, 5 to say 6 really. You got 8. 2 is in this one, 10, 12. Literally have 3 more in this one. So that's 15. 3 more in this one, 18. 2 more in this one, 20. So we literally got 20 more Roma tomato, guys, to go. Along with so much down there already. So needless to say, I need another chip at the dollar store to get some of these. Not this spot, but maybe this one this time. More of these ones. I think this was like $1.50 for 6. Obviously, include tax. No, not exclude tax. Probably look at difference in tax. So not the cheapest deal if you'd buy it from. I don't know. I don't want to say Walmart. Walmart probably, who knows, but meaning if you buy it from the internet, you might get a better deal. Like 100 in a container or 100 in a pack for a cheaper deal. But sufficiency in the neighborhood, not going too far. The dollar store does work. But guys, I realize the dollar store, they're moving from dollar. Things are not dollar anymore. They try not to trick us about dollar store and they're not no dollar. You hardly can find any dollar item in the dollar store anymore. Dollar Tree is the more genuine to being dollar, but not even Dollar Tree anymore. You're not finding shit for dollar. So not sure why they're calling themselves Dollar Tree anymore. Or dollar store. See, that's why I was being cautious right here, guys. We have this nice tray of all different marigold plant here. And same thing, guys. See how healthy this is? We're talking about 3 plant in 1. So yeah, if you're joining the live, subscribe. Appreciate your effort and appreciate your time with us. Yeah, definitely have a lot of planting to do, guys. Lot of planting. And honestly, guys, apart from, let me see, and then even these plants, as I expressed, these are some beautiful companion plants. Very, very. I forgot the name. I'm gonna definitely look up the name and update you guys in the near future, and especially when I plant them in the ground. But they're kind of in the onion and scallion family. They kind of have a pinkish and purple bloom. Great pollinators. So very excited for these. And that's how I increase my art. At least that's what I'm starting to. Go places and I see nice plants I like. I just take propagation and take look up pieces. And or trim cuttings or wherever I choose. So very excited. But yeah, I'm running low on pot now, guys. So I'll set this back over here. But yeah, I'm running low on pots. I have these as well. These are kind of bigger. I was putting tomato in these. More for a longer time growth. These tomatoes are gonna be going directly in the soil pretty soon. So, but even this, guys, this one luckily to stay in her home. But sorry, this one I'm disturbing it a bit. Still with nice root. I know that it's gonna recover back well. But we only have 6 more or 12 more for a smaller pots here. So not a good sign. I'm definitely need more run to the dollar store. And we need more soil mix. Need to go mix a nice more amount of my soil. I need to get some perlite. Don't have perlite mix right now at home. Don't necessarily have to use perlite, but it definitely help aerate the soil and make better for potting mix. So yeah, all these are cool different species of marigold. We got the French marigold. We got the big giant. Let me see. Where this one is just called the burpees. So that's the cultivator. And then this is the golden Goliath. That's the one over this side over here. So these are all golden Goliath. This is a mixture of a burpee mix, the seed company. The golden Goliath, guys, I want to say that's supposed to be if I'm not mistaken, if that's one of the French. But a lot of it is between African marigold and French marigold. And then we got this one, we got the Happy Days mix, as is in this one. And then over here we got the Jaguar is called. I think that Jaguar is another French marigold plant. So as I said, guys, we have our planting season cut out for us. So it's a good problem to have, though. I don't mind having that problem at all. Don't mind not having that problem at all. Yeah, nice marigold plant. Full of roots coming up. Some of these marigold, guys, I'm going to actually put directly in between my vegetables. At least take the risk with those ones, you know. I know they will be fine still. I don't think, you know, we literally, what, the 8th of May? Is that what today? I don't think it's gonna freeze to say, you know, where plant may die. You know, but these are new root. If it's not established, so might succumb to the cold more, you know. So, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna put some directly outside. And so we're down in our marigold section. Still have this one in here to put. Still have this bunch of, I think, 20 more Roma tomatoes. But you know, if you like making tomato sauce, Roma is great for making sauce. They don't have a lot of seeds in them. More flesh, more juice, more sauce. Hey guys, a beautiful day today. My first time of the season being shirtless, getting a little bit of extra sun. Even though the sun is gone in right now, we don't have much sun. But you know, been cooped up and bungled up in all different layers all winter, you know what I mean? So time for us to free ourselves a bit more. Oh, yeah, that's simple. Simple. When I finally plant this one guys I have there. Sitting lonely by herself out of the soil. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Finish, I give these nice, a little nice watering, get them nice accumulate to their new home. And yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely go buy a handful of new pots for those ones right there. Here goes the 4-wheeler again. Yeah, just neighbor kids being kids, enjoying their 4-wheeler. Hey guys, got what? Five? Yeah, 5 more plants. Let me show what marigold I'm planting out right now. Beautiful and simple. Welcome to the live, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being here in this moment. Well, this one is kind of have this little bend emotion going on. Still healthy nevertheless though. Check in on you guys. Look at that. Beautiful and healthy. Hey guys, subscribe to my channel. Like and share. You're gonna do great this season in the garden. Need to cut this gutter that broken off over winter. Need to get rid of it, but we're gonna be using some of it, guys, in the garden for container. Here you go. Man, there's so much plants I transplant already. It's crazy. Still have three more pot to go. Just need to go buy more pot. Right. Nice one. Just by itself. Look at all this root, guys. Yeah? And that's gonna take off fast in this thing. Yeah, guys, just a couple weeks and these gonna be going back in directly to the soil or directly outside. Some I'm gonna take the chance and put in between my vegetable. Those cold hardy vegetable I have growing already. They're still looking nice, but I did have a little trouble with the groundhog already early in the season, so definitely gonna have to look out for that guy as the season progresses. As you know, he can definitely be a troublemaker in the garden, and I definitely don't want that. We have two more right now. Just gonna go ahead and get them out. This one does have two. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them together. All right now. So, and that's the only lucky two that get to remain here with each other. As we saw running low on container right now. So. Nice and easy. Great and sturdy. One more for right now, guys, in this one. Then we're gonna have to reassess our position and get some more pots. Well, this is like an example, a perfect example to show you guys again what I was dealing with. See that tree plant? So luckily mother one here is a bigger one, so I'll be leaving that one in. And slowly. Yeah. A little root nice thing going on. So yeah. That's why our work cut out even more. And now this two, same thing. I'm gonna separate them. There's more plant, guys. Honestly, the marigold cannot be too much. The more the better. We're doing organic gardening, so more better for pest control. So the more you have, you can secure your perimeter better. So definitely excited about all this extra marigold. No type of complaint in the sense of to say like they're too much. Look at this guy, same thing, another empty seed cell, but from being next to the other plants, develop his own root system. I develop root system even though there's no plant in it. It's one of them that didn't get the seed didn't germinate in it. So, but look at all that root. Just transfer from the other ones next door to it. But I just pick it up and it's obviously it's there. There's nothing that I can do. As you can see, there's nothing coming out at the top of it. But same thing, guys. This one is two. Separate them as well later on. Same thing with this one. But yeah, we definitely have our work cut out for us, but we have no complaint about it. No complaint at all. And yeah, if you're joining the live, subscribe to the channel. We give these little plants a little watering, get them adjust to their new soil, their new container, a new soil. So yeah, they're simple, nice and moist. These ones, as you can see, I have them in a base. So I water them from bottom. Let that water, the plant soak up the water from underneath and those roots. Kinda, even though they're not established too much yet, but they still have life to, to reach for that water, and the soil itself gonna absorb the moisture from underneath and soak up that, so not worrying about that too much. So yeah, if you just join in the live, welcome. Nick from Yardman Garden and Arts TV. We're planting a whole bunch of Roma tomato. One of the favorite amongst folks who like to make sauce, for spaghetti sauce and all that. So the Roma tomato doesn't really have a lot of seeds in it. These are all Roma tomato that I just transplant. And then these ones I transplanted a few days ago. These are all Romas as well, so they're more established. So the same thing. They were just the same size as these ones right here. A couple days ago. And just say a few days, 3-4 days most tops. So really they're just given a bigger space, more room to grow, in the sense that a lot of these were in double in these small seed starter as well. Kind of like this. So I have some 3 Roma tomato as well. So picture 3-4 days ago, these were all mixed together. So I'm separating them as well. And, so yeah, more plants, but just a little extra more work in that sense. But we ain't complaining, guys. Well, yeah, these Roma, so as you see, are almost ready to go in the soil already. I can't imagine when I get these going directly in the soil. So just join in the live, subscribe to my channel, join the journey. We're gonna do great this season in the garden. We have a lot in store. A whole lot in store, guys. These are our better boy. So we definitely got more Roma tomato, but we got some better boy as well. So I think we got 8 or 9 better boy going on right now. And then we got more. These are the Taste Master. So these ones over here on the left are the Taste Master. So as you can see, we do have more Taste Master. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 so far of the Taste Master. And I think there's more around, but the Roma, guys, I did plant a lot more Roma. Nope, these are not supposed to be here. So these are better boy. But yeah, I got so much Roma tomato, guys. Like, this is what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 up there. And then there's between 20 or 21 right here of Roma seedling to start. So you can see some of these, we got 3 and I've been separating them. So if you're just joining the live as well, I can demonstrate what I've been doing. And this one right here. As I know, this one is in the middle, so I give her the benefit of the doubt and kind of slowly pull these one off to the side and get some roots up on it. I know they're gonna that's gonna affect the growth for the next few days, but they definitely will recover. But that tomato are really hardy plants. So these seedling definitely, so that one in the middle remains. And then same thing. Some of it I end up get more root, more dirt on it, but same thing I slowly and nice and easy. Beautiful plant. So it's kind of how I've been getting individual and giving myself extra work, guys. So needless to say, I have a ton of tomato. Because some of these cells are 36 individual root cell, and it could be 36 times 3, 36 times 2. So just needless to say, the amount of plant I have to go. These two, I need to get them into pot. Yeah, so let's see what we got here. We're kind of low on pot right now, guys. So didn't want to use too much of a big one. Because I even still have these size, but imagine putting this, and then on the inside I'm running out of space in my little. Still have these, but they're just too big. If I was doing tomato on a more longer period, like if it was 2 more months, a month and a half before I'm putting them outside, I could use these, but these are just too big right now. Waste of time for just 2 more weeks later, and they're going directly in the soil, outside. So I might pause on that as well. But even this, they're pretty small. So I might, just because I have these 2 out exposed already, I might just give them this nice little pot for themselves. So yeah, guys, if you're just joining the live, please subscribe to my channel. Be a part of the journey. Be a part of the Yardman family. While we grow our channel here and our community, our love and positivity. No hate, no racist, no prejudice, no jealousy, no grudge. Just our love and positivity over here, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna put these 2 to join each other and continue their journey. But couple minutes ago, like they were all together in the sense of 2. I think this is one of our individual one. This is even 2 still a tiny baby one coming up here. But it's better than what they were. So even though it's not individual, but look what size to here. Oh yeah, it's kind of what we've been doing, guys. Out in the garden space here, or in the back area here of the yard. Getting it done. Oh yeah, subscribe to the channel, do the right thing. Love to everyone that's on the live. I appreciate you. Giving this one a little more extra water until. Yeah, guys, I'm definitely gonna have to go get some more. Definitely gonna have to get some more soil, not soil for sure. I have more soil to mix on the other side, so I'm not too worried about that in the immediate. But I'm gonna have to go get some more plant pot. Need some more pots. If you're watching this live, I wouldn't mind you could send me a few dozen pot right now, so I don't have to go anywhere. I could just go ahead and continue my mission. But for right now, we're gonna have a pause for the day. Even though we're supposed to transplant our marigold, we did more tomato. Definitely the more than marigold. These are all Taste Master tomato. These are the rest of the Roma tomato. We got a whole bunch of Roma going on down in the bottom there. And over here, we got our Better Boy tomato. And we still have 1,000,000 marigold to plant, so we definitely have a work set out for us. So I definitely need to head back to the Dallas store needless to say. Got the bumblebee. I actually that's a carpenter bee. You know that sometimes I get my bumblebee and carpenter bee mixed up. And then the carpenter bee is trying to go in the wood in the house, you know, so he's trying to live. But you know guys, been kind of worried about these plants here. I'm gonna do these on the live because I don't want them to go root rot. These are some great companion plant and very, very great for pollinators. You know, the butterfly, the bees, man, they bloom, they kind of remind me of and smell like onion and scallion. So when they bloom, they have this purple and pinkish flower. Really, really, really beautiful plant. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I don't want them to root rot in the water. I've been having them a couple of weeks now in the water in the sense that, you know, and too long, sometimes too much, you know, especially if you start to get soft around it. It can start to root rot and then decompose. Appreciate you, my brother. Bless up. Respect. Much love. Yes, bro. We definitely have a lot going ahead of us for the season. So I'm excited. You know, I'm definitely developing the yard. I'm developing my garden into a better space, more sustainable in that regard. So stay tuned. I appreciate your subscribe. Definitely gonna have a lot going on here. So we're here to learn from each other. You know, whatever I don't know, I can learn from you. And whatever you don't know, you can learn from me. So we're here to teach. But yeah, we definitely I'm gonna go ahead and plant these out, guys. And I really don't want these to go bad. You know, so these container here. Gonna put these in and I definitely can leave these outside to stay. You know, so. Got this guy, it's a whole kitchen fork. It's funny though, because you know it's the craziest thing. It's a Weber, obviously. You know, it's like we're in grilling right now. I literally find this in my yard, guys, and you know it didn't rust because it's the types. It's like stainless steel. So yeah, I'm just using it to, you know, break up my soil, you know, to be more loose, especially for my seedlings and that. So, you know, put it to use. I literally find it buried in the yard somewhere at one point. You know, but it's brand new. It's like it's never used before, so not sure how it reach out there, but it's a Weber tool. So yeah, I'm just using it to loosen up my extra soil down in the box here. Some of it is kind of getting clumped together. So we don't down to the very end of it right now. So, but yeah, in the whole process, I definitely wanna get these plants in. You know, so beautiful. So we don't have any trouble, guys. I want them to stay. I don't want them to root rot. Too much water can be too much, so time to get them in the soil. So we're gonna leave them outside for sure to get going, and in the next month and a half, I'm gonna put them directly in the ground, and they are perennial, so they will keep coming back every year. Well, you guys, even more than my vegetable this season, I'm really excited about these pollinator and these plants here. You know, for organic gardening, pollinator are just as important than even the plants them itself, you know. So I'm definitely excited for these to get these established all over in my yard. You know, the butterfly, the bees, everybody love it. And you can see even these. Here right there is a carpenter bees right there, guys, if you can see. Yep, all right. Then attack me or something. But all these are pollinators in the yard, as you can see, these purple bloom. There's a more, and if you can see all the way back here, there's a whole bed of it, you know. But these are all those wild plants that come in the yard, and we leave them. But even that one, I realize I look at it and it's at the store. You can buy it as a wild plant. It's perennial. You know, so that's the thing, guys. You know, some of these wild plants you buy at the store, they actually literally take it from nature itself. You know, so you get to nature yourself. You can take it, or either you can, if you're lucky, to have it growing in the yard, like it's been doing for me. So very, very excited. These plants here are gonna be individual lifesaver, guys. With these plants too, guys, they spread and multiply. Different root ball is kind of like a root ball type of plant, you know, so they multiply and produce really a lot. We got 3 more here. I need to find 3 more planters. And I get rid of these extra hanging leaf. Doesn't have to take too much energy from the plant. Can go back into starting the root. But yeah, guys, these really strong and similar like onion, and then other people know that onion is a great repellent plant in your garden. You know, so same thing as that plant right there. Yeah, if you're just joining the live, hit that subscribe, do the right thing. Hit that notification so that you notify whenever Yardman upload his next video. But yeah, we already transplant dozens of Roma tomato. Place in the water here, although it's kind of hard. Here, guys, my little, it's not chive really, it's like a green onion, you know, scallion type of thing. It's definitely same thing, you know. These ones though, I will definitely plant them in a clump together. I will not try to, you know, take these apart in any sense, but they definitely need to go in the soil itself. So, like I said, I start these with seed, but I have my work cut out for me, you know. So you just join in the live, subscribe. Appreciate your time and for being here in this moment. We got a whole ton of tomato this season, a whole ton of marigold. We already transplant some marigold, guys, from this, and we still have a whole ton. Like, you know, so I can't imagine. Like I said, my work, so I need to go get more pot. These 3 though, definitely need to need something that I can put those in. I transplant them. You guys are some Brussels sprout seedling, you know, so soon I'm gonna have to transplant these outside as well. Definitely Definitely a lot going on in a good way. Good way this season. Not complaining at all. Get these tomatoes down here on the ground before I forget them. You might can't see them, but I'm right here on the ground. Getting these extra Roma tomato that we couldn't fit in this base thing here. There guys, get these nice and established. Nice and watered in. Get this to water my garden bed here a bit while I move around. This thing falling apart, guys. These are some humidity dome thing I got from the dollar store. Didn't really have to use them though yet. But the dollar store made in China stuff fall apart before you even use them. But yeah, I guess it's supposed to help, with protecting the plant from freezing in that sense. If if you're having frost, you could cover the plant with these, and you can actually breathe from the top as well. Something simple. I didn't use them as yet, but yeah, if you're just joining the live, subscribe to my channel. Kind of wrapping up right now though. So we are with the plant, as you see, these are our Taste Master tomato. These are some more Roma tomato. These are a bunch of Roma tomato down here, along with some Marigold. And then we have our Better Boy tomato over here. Along with our hundreds and hundreds of Marigold, combined together. So we definitely have our work cut out for us. Tonight I'm gonna go get more pots, so I can transplant some of these Marigold, because I wanna get more of the Marigold. I wanna get some of these Marigold in the soil directly, but I also wanna get some of them continue to put in little pots like these. Put them underneath the light for a couple more weeks, get them more big, before I put them outside. But definitely, guys, some of these Marigold can, start going directly in the soil. So less work in the sense for me right now, and I don't have to buy as much pot. So you can put some of these in between. Kind of like how I have this right here, and these one. But after these plant, guys, they are cell of 36. And same thing with the tomato. I've been separating them slowly. Marigold seems more vigorous in that sense even, but these ones that I separate might take a couple of days to recover back to their full potential. But I know they're great as well. But for the 36 cells, doing this individually, this one is kind of bent, so I might leave that one in the pot. Remove this one. Almost coming up together, but slowly and slowly. Look at that. So this one remain, as you see, nice intact. And this one. So needless to say, our 36 root cell, we've been giving ourselves extra work, with all these individual plants. So here, go demonstrate. Go ahead. And put some of these over here. Yeah, Marigold right here in the corner. Give it some nice watering. Same thing with this one. We have one I planted yesterday right here. So yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna go through as the evening go and put some of these marigold in between my garden bed here. We already have a bunch of kale going on. Some switch start. They kind of still small right now. We've been having a little cold spell, so they kind of almost go dormant in a sense. You know, so but I see they're still alive here. They're waking up and coming through. So these marigold, I'm just going between and already adding little plants in my bed here, so we can actually start to establish, guys. I feel we won't get too much cold where they're gonna die off, you know. If you're just joining the live, welcome to my live. Appreciate you. Subscribe to my channel. We're planting out a ton of tomato, guys, and marigold plant. And these beautiful garden companion. I need to look up the name for this one so I can say the name whenever I highlight it. But these are great, you know, pollinators. You know, very great. They kind of have a pinkish purple flower, have that onion and scallion essence, and just, you know, the amount of bumblebee and honeybee. Love that plant right there. So yeah, if you're just joining the live, subscribe to the channel. You have a whole ton of marigold to transplant as well. We still have more, a whole bunch of Roma tomato to plant. Yeah, guys, some of these marigold, we definitely can start to add one and two in between in our garden bed here. Get them nice and established, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, if you're just joining the live, subscribe to my channel. Click from Yardman Garden and Arts TV. Excited to have you a part of the journey here and in the moment. Give me a thumbs up, like and share. If you're feeling that gracious and feeling that need to bless the man today. But yeah, it's a great problem to have, guys, in the garden. You know, feeling that you have a little too much plant sometimes. You know, and these marigold are companion plant. Definitely can't really be too much marigold around the perimeter. You know, so these are just a little bit too big, guys. You know, but I have those onion plants. I really didn't want to use these bigger container right now. Yeah, can I get these water in? Nice and beautiful. Hey guys, they already have some trouble from the groundhog. You know, some of my earlier plants I put outside. Show you guys here in a second. I'll tell you. Let me move this here a bit. But yeah, some of my earlier plant that I put outside. They already seen trouble from the groundhog. They're still there, they're still establishing, but as you can see, these kale. And as you know, guys, it was still cold, so it was still frozen. A few days ago, we were still getting freezing cold. But as you see, these kale, But the groundhog did came and eat off some of it, you know. So some of my other spinach that I had. But that groundhog is really a troublemaker. If you see, I go up here, see, I'm just adding in some marigold. These are some radish, you know. But yeah, these are some little carrot seedling that I put out here, you know. So they're still here in the bed. Just that we have a little dormancy. These were some sugar synap peas. Just was a test run and see how much I can push the limit as far as the cold spell, you know. But for example, where I'm telling you, it's a nice switch strad root. It's gonna come up, as you can see. There's still growth, still springing, coming up, new spring. But the groundhog came through, you know. So that's something that I have to look out for. I hopefully, even for example, this marigold will help repel it. I'm not sure if groundhog don't like the smell of marigold. But these guys are which one was this? The Better Boy tomato. That's the Better Boy. Ton of marigold right there. More marigold, as I expressed that we have so much marigold. This is some Roma tomato from the group that I started, you know, say 3-4 days ago. That transplant. So these ones are more established opposed to these ones that I just did today. You know, so these are more Roma tomato. And I get them underneath the light, give them some more time to get vigorous in the next couple weeks before we're ready to put them directly in the ground. You know, so and then these are the taste master. Still have a whole handful of Roma tomato. I think I count at least 20 or 21 more in that. So we definitely have our work cut out for us, guys. And as I see these, I'm a little onion, scallion type species of plant. Just need to remember the name, and next time I look, and so I can tell you guys. All right, guys, this is a great example of how this groundhog messed with me. You know, this was such a nice, healthy cabbage head. You know, and as you see, and I'm assuming it's like a goat. You know, so anything they bite might most likely not gonna spring. You know, once they chew. You know, so that's done with. You know, so I leave these outside here, and yeah, it came through. I was, you know, leaving them to adjust to the temperature and the weather outside, and yeah, came overnight. The groundhog guy is kind of nocturnal in the sense, so you know, when you're not looking or when you're not even out and about, it's out and about in the night or in the early morning. You know, so needless to say, these cabbage, you know, got a setback on them. These ones are springing back, as you see this one right here. You know, I might get these couple seedling to continue to give me something, but such a shame, guys, because especially these two right here in the side was very bushy, you know, nice and chunky, ready to go outside in the soil. And yeah, I put them outside just to accumulate and adjust to the environment of the soil. And yeah, that drone had to come in and mess with my thing. You know, those are some spinach down on the further end right there. Then we got some Brussels sprout. You know, so yeah, we definitely have a lot going as far as plants. You know, we still have our greenhouse inside with a bunch of different vegetables and herbs as well. You know, I actually got some mints. I got some mints this season that I'm growing. You know, some spearmint. I got some spearmint. You know, and some other. It's funny. That's my laptop in the back there. I thought that I was gonna give it a test and to see if I can, you know, as we learn in this process as well, guys, we're gonna get better. But I was gonna see if I can communicate with the chat more better. I have that piece up there, but it really didn't come into play much, really, honestly, guys. So I'm gonna get better. Maybe I'm gonna be like a speed one day where I have that thing on my hand where I can see the chat. You know, you know that great gentleman there, I show speed. He's actually in Jamaica right now. I wanna say, doing his Caribbean streaming. But yeah, if you're just joining the live or if you're on chat, appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you have been part of my journey here. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't as yet. Hit the notification so that you're up to date whenever I upload a video. Still have these three pollinator plant that I need to get in the soil. Need to get a couple pots for them. Definitely I can find some inside the house or on the other side of the house. You know, but yeah. But yeah, it's a beautiful evening, guys. My first good day outside. As far as don't have to be wearing shirt. And as you can see right now, it's what? Let me see if I can see the time. Okay, before I check the time, hit that subscribe. Join the journey, join the family. It's 6:42. That's crazy. 2 months ago, 6:42 would be pitch dark, guys. As you know, in the winter, 4:30, 4 o'clock, we start getting dark in the winter. So you can't lose, you know. It's a great feeling. Like I said, I'm out here shirtless, feeling good, not feeling cold. For more tests to show that soon our plant can be outside and go directly in the soil. And our next mission is to keep it sustained, watering, fertilizer in whatever choice that we choose. You know, I grow more organic, like I will literally put these in the soil, guys, and I don't do nothing rather than watering for the rest of the season. Because I do add organic compost. I'm planning this season to do a lot of liquid fertilizer. So that's why I'm gonna take a lot of, you know, for example, I was breaking off these extra leaves that would just go right in the liquid fertilizer water container, break down, and you can feed your plant those nutrients from those breakdown plants and that liquid fertilizer. You know, liquid fertilizer, guys, can be really strong and potent, you know, in the sense that you can mix liquid fertilizer like 10-1 ratio, you know, fertilizer to water, you know, so a 10-1 ratio in the sense of ratio 1 to the fertilizer and 10 amount equivalent to water, you know, or a 7-1 ratio. But liquid fertilizer can be very strong as well, even though it's nutritious and it's beneficial. It's a fertilizer, you know, so you can dilute it. So if you make a big container, that can go a far way. So I'm gonna be using a lot of liquid fertilizer this season. I'm gonna also, you know, be using a lot of compost from my compost bay. I have some more, so a whole new compost going on right now. So I do need to get those composts more active, you know, and stuff, you know. So I have more new material to add to my compost bay, you know. So I have a more stronger compost complex, you know, finished product. You know, so I have some more fresh kitchen scrap, you know, and I have some cardboard that I shed. I'm gonna make a video on that one. I got the shredder, this shredder should say. I'm using it to shred my cardboard in tiny pieces, as in shredding paper, and then adding to my compost pile. Or guys, I'm literally unlock a whole new method in the sense of using cardboard. I shred the cardboard and it's like thick little pieces of sawdust pallet, you know, pieces. You know, some of them are more longer, you know, curl up together. But guys, I'm gonna put some of it directly in my site, in my garden for mulching. Look forward to that, you know, that's gonna be awesome. You know, it's the same thing as, you know, spreading cardboard to suppress leaf or suppress grass growing. But yeah, having a whole big pile of it and you know, put it down and as far as mulch, it's sky's the limit. I'm very excited for that. So I'm gonna be sharing some video on that as well. You know. But yeah. Definitely gonna go around the other side of the house in a short second here. Get some more couple plants potting or a couple planter pot for those pollinator plants. You know, so truly appreciate everyone that's have been on the live. This is a long live that's been going for a while. Probably gonna cut this one here shortly. So Nick here from Yardman Garden and Arts TV. Subscribe to the channel. Do the right thing. Stay tuned. We got some great things going ahead for the garden season. Some great plans ahead for this season. So look out for great thing in the garden this season. And like I said, appreciate whoever been rocking with me. Been a part of the journey all this time. My old and new subscriber, welcome. Definitely looking forward to making this season the best as far as success and opportunity in the garden for more reaping and more harvesting. So I'm super excited for what the season hold ahead of us. And wearing the gloves, guys, I can take it off. My hands are not too clean really. That is funny. So obviously it was taking off the gloves. My finger was still exposed as far as digging into the soil. So, but it's a part of it though. We're not shy of the soil. I always have my little one fingernail, which is broken now. People make joke of it like that one fingernail thing, but I don't use any drugs or anything like that in that sense. So only medicinal herb and stuff. But I always have my little one fingernail. I feel more alive. I feel more useful. When I can pick something and my fingernail can give me that opportunity where I can grab something and don't feel like I'm that feeling. So, but yeah, I take off this gloves and my finger is still dirty a bit. But yeah, gonna cut this one here. Appreciate you for joining the live. Nick from Yardman Garden and Arts TV. We plant a whole bunch of tomato. Bunch of marigold plant here. Still have a whole ton of marigold to plant. These are a Taste Master tomato. Still have a whole bunch of Roma tomato to plant. Down here, we already plant a whole ton of Roma tomato. And these are Better Boy tomato. These ones already established. Or some of our earlier Roma tomato I planted 3-4 days ago. I put these in these bigger pots. So that more established, looking more alive. So I'm looking for these ones to be just like that in the next few days, next week from now for sure. Gonna put them back underneath the light inside the house. So yeah, it's a great feeling. This gardening season gonna be awesome. So do the right thing, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification so that you definitely be notified whenever I share any video, whenever we come live again on this channel. So, hopefully you guys are satisfied with today's live. I know earlier I moved this thing, so I was I know it could have gone up some more, but hopefully I was in the video alignment enough. You guys could have seen me clearly. But yeah. These are my other 3 focus, guys, to finish plant these. These are pollinator plant, garden companion plant. We have a whole few of it, and I already have few of these going outside in the garden, established around the other side of the house. I started last year, so they're coming up nicely. But yeah, I'm excited for these plants. Very excited for these pollinator, and look forward for the future of these. So yeah, if you're just joining the live, or if you already was on the live, I appreciate you. Hit that subscribe, that notification. Be the first to be notified whenever we are here again. And with all that said, I wanna send my appreciation and my sincere gratitude for whoever joined the live today. We're here and we're gonna be doing it big this season in the garden. A lot more seed and seedling than ever before. Right now, guys, I have so much seed right now that I haven't even started in the sense that seed's still in the package. You know, thousands and thousands, and stuff. So, like, as much of what I plant, I have twice as much seed, three times as much seed. So, some I might not even have to plant for this season again. As the season already go, some seed I'm gonna be doing directly in the soil. Like for our cucumber, I might start cucumber this week. Some peppers for sure. Cause those couldn't go outside. Watermelon, those type of summer plant. A couple of those I might buy established already at the nursery. But the whole goal this season, guys, was to try to get my most of I can started. Tomato is one of the main one as far as getting that established inside. You know, I'm happy with these marigold as I find it important for these pest control plant and garden companion plant just as important as the vegetable themselves, or the herbs. Because it's like if you're growing organic and you don't have these, you're gonna have more trouble. So these are just as important, even though you don't eat them. Marigold is definitely obviously it's good for pollinators as well, pest control. But it's medicinal as well. You can use marigold in many medicinal herbal tea or supplement in that sense. But we're just growing them for companion plants in our garden and that good stuff. So like I said, repeating myself, I'm very excited for this season. Greatly looking forward to see what the season holds. And taking you guys in depth into my garden as the season go on. So very excited. So hit that subscribe, hit the notification. Make sure you be one of the first to notify whenever we are coming live again or whenever we upload a video. We're only gonna get better, guys. And you know, we all have our stories in the sense, but not to cry pity, but there's a lot that have happened over the few years, last couple of years to say. You know, things are getting better personally. So I'm excited. You know, in previous video, if any one of you have seen me with my son, he's my only family here in Illinois that I have, and he's my everything. He's my only boy. But adult sometimes doesn't work out. In the sense of relationship. So needless to say, I wasn't seeing him for a while. We gotta find balance for that. Mom been trying to take aggressive stands against me in that sense. We're not gonna say too much in the sense that it's not like I'm making complaint or you know saying negative about anyone, but she definitely took aggressive stand against me, and I wasn't seeing my son because I didn't have anything on paper otherwise in the sense of law. So needless to say, without going into details, I have to slowly regroup and balance. And I'm finally start to see him again. I was seeing him, like at a visiting place. That was normal because he was living with me and he was with me every day. So that was different. So that take a personal toll on me, guys, in the sense of my mental stability. Feeling lonely over the holidays. My birthday. During those time I wasn't getting to see him. Until it start gradually where I see him at a little place. The other day, finally I was able to go to his daycare that he was enrolling in. I didn't even know that location for months. So needless to say, things are getting better, changing around. You know, fall into place a bit more better. I think was what December 15. I was terminated from my job. My job for almost 6 years. You know, and it's unfortunate, and it's the same in the sense a result of me, hurting from being away from my son and wasn't able to see my son. So action that I took at work is what kind of led to my termination. But in the sense that I didn't deserve it, that it's just how it goes. But you're not gonna explain all of that here in the video as well either. But things are changing. Things are looking up for the better. Like I said, I get to see my son the other day, and I'm gonna go see him tomorrow. I'm gonna pick him up tomorrow, so I might bring him over here tomorrow in the yard. and we enjoy a little garden tour of what I have going on already. You know, sooner than later, he's gonna be more of that permanent stability with me again. You know, sometimes we just have to find that. You know, but sometimes we learn. You know, this is all new for me. You know, and that's why it hurts most in the sense that he was my or not was he's my only family here I have here in Illinois, as in blood family. You know, my mom is in Boston with my younger sister, my two sister. You know, the one that follow me, the older one that I follow, they're living in Florida. You know, my brother is in Jamaica at the moment. You know, so we kind of spread apart in the sense. You know, but little Richie is my only one. You know, I look at my mother right now. I think she's at 15 grandkids. You know, we have to laugh, guys. Jamaican family, four of us growing up. You know, two boy, two girl. My brother is the oldest. We are like 2 year in that sequence apart from each other. You know, so my brother is the oldest. Then I have a sister that I follow. Then I'm the third in the sense of the two boy, two girl growing up, and then I have a sister that follow me. My younger sister is in Boston now with my mother. She's about 17 now, I wanna say. She turned last birthday. You know, she's now into college. She's not for my dad, so she was not amongst growing up in Jamaica running around, but between the four of us guy, even though I'm just one boy, my brother I think he's at 6. You know, my sis between my two sisters, I wanna say that they're at 5. So count with me now, guys. You know, 6 and 5, 11 and 5, that 15. Am I right? So in between, like my little Richie could have at least I think 15 or 14 cousins, a lot of which in his same age group. Last year, guys, when not last year to say, he's 2. So 2 years ago, he was born in March 2024. You know, he also had other cousin that was born like a couple months previous, and I think he had one cousin that was born after him. You know, so her family he's huge, guys, but he's my only one here and with me. I came to Illinois not having family and friends over here, really, in that sense. Apart from the folks that I came around, great family over the years, great support. But as being blood family, Richie was my only, or is my only at the moment. And but yeah, things was a bit different. So it's starting to fall back into place. I'm excited. Giving me more life. It was definitely taking a toll on me, and losing my job also was hard in the sense that, honestly, guys, losing my job didn't came as close as hard. Dealing with the, not being able to see my son, and that was what led to me losing my job. So my head wasn't right in the sense, I was going into work hurting every day. So even when I lost my job, it was nothing in the sense, it didn't hit me as much till after, you know what I mean? So, so, so definitely, whoever is on the live, I appreciate you. If you listen to me at the moment. But yeah, it didn't hit me, guys, losing my job till way after. Probably when bills start to pile up and the money is not coming in as much, and you realize then in that sense, you're feeling hurt in that regard. But nothing hurt me from my son got pulled away from me, and even though it's still hurting, I lost my job is what it is. I can move on and find a new job and recover from that. The importance of me being there for my son is more important than anything to me in this world right now. So so you can always grow and recover from job and all of that. But you can't replace time. You can't take back time. You know what I mean? And although he's young, 2 year old, this been going since more around in November. So I definitely been having some difficult times over the last couple of years of him being around, and then things not balancing as far as two adult go getting along together and all that, as to as raising a family. So great things are about to happen. So keep keep the optimism and the faith, and keep the energy. So not not to find any excuse or anything, but I expressed that to you, that definitely was taking a toll on my uploads, me uploading video. I actually had a mic. I bought a mic, guys. Believe it or not, I made some video with that mic. and my phone got damaged. The craziest thing. And I lose a couple of those content. I actually a good portion of those content that I made while I had the mic. And then the craziest thing, guys, I bought the mic. I wasn't paying attention too much, and I ended up bought a card mic, so it wasn't cardless. So needless to say, you have to be apart, got to go on the phone, and my new phone now doesn't have a plug for that mic. So to start with, I should have get a cardless mic. So that's my intention to get a cardless mic soon, and kind of prep and more a little more advanced on the production quality and the sound level in that regard. So, but yeah, I literally got a mic, was making videos, didn't get to upload any of those videos before my phone broke, and that old phone was compatible compatible to that mic system with the plug and the card. This one, it doesn't even have that jack plug guy, like for earphone. It doesn't have it on it. If I come back here and see, it definitely doesn't have any jack for the earplug. So that mic, I don't think it will work on this phone. So I'm definitely gonna get a new mic. Get that production level better with sound quality. So. But yeah, as I was gonna say that my setback, my personal delay, and my personal struggle I was dealing with did affect my upload. Sometimes I end up upload couple of videos that I in other time I may not have, but just to keep a little content going and keep the channel active in that regard, I may upload something that may differ a little bit from my own personal likings or what I really want to. But anyway, we're gonna get better. So with that said, subscribe to the channel, support it. You know, my future goal is to get better training into video editing and all that. I was even looking into a media school and all that. So I'm definitely interested in taking production better on my channel. So for just the effort and the willingness, you can hit that subscribe and hit that notification. Be a part of the future what we may have, and support the journey. So what you got to lose, really? Yeah. That's funny. I just say that in the positive way, in the sense of not trying to be rude or jinxing anything. But you got to lose. I can't force anyone to do anything that they don't want to do, and even though you don't necessarily have nothing to lose, you still take your time and effort to even just hit that subscribe. And if you don't want to, you don't have to in that regard. But it's a great help and it's a great support. So I appreciate it. And it definitely come in genuine. Each one is a great support and each one count, and I appreciate each one. So I have no doubt that we're gonna get better in here and we're gonna reach to our heights. My goal one day is to get monetized, and you know honestly, guys, with this platform, to learn and teach, obviously gardening and arts. If if we ever grow into something one day, guys, it's definitely gonna support a lot. The wider world, family, and the community and friends. What I mean, because of me, I love to share, and the more I have, I share. But you know, if you don't have a lot to share, what can you do much? Guys, share. I guess share the little that you have, but then you want more. So this is more one day. Maybe this YouTube thing, if I start that monitoring, or a little more extra, it could be that extra right here that I can help. My thing. I even thought of adding garden content like helping elderly, because I have been doing that anyway. Here and there over time, but helping elderly with their garden and kind of film those videos as well. And kind of But most thing, I just wanna get better in production. I know that people do. There's so much video and channel on YouTube. So obviously, people just don't wanna just see the lack of effort. What I mean? And there's so much production going. It's almost like some people have a whole movie or a freaking production team going. So and some people are more knowledgeable. As I expressed before, I am knowledgeable in the sense of quick learner. I'm not advancing. information, technology in computer. So in anything that I hadn't had before, I had to slowly learn in that regard. Because I will say, sitting around TV, computer, and that wasn't my thing growing up. I run gone in the bush, gone to play sport. So needless to say, come back fast forward to this time. I feel weird that affect me more in the sense that I didn't take enough time to play with that more. That Photoshop, that editing and all that things and stuff as people utilizing now. And the phone can go a long way. And as for me, I'm always in Android, simple basic phone in the sense of a mid-range phone. So never Apple. So I don't have that option of having different software and different easier access from Apple and all that can make life easier. But we're gonna get there. We will get there. And as I express and share a little of my personal life with you today, what I mean? We all go through different things and different changes in life, obstacles, ups and downs, things not always gonna be the same. Life is not always gonna be perfect, but we still pull through and we still fight along. I am from great fighter in people and great strong people. My grandfather Maroon, my grandmother, Jamaican Maroon, we're strong people and resilient in every way, what I mean? So born to fight, born to conquer, and we might not be the brightest in the school system in the sense of, like I said, we're kind of stubborn. We play a lot of sport and run around and live off the land, opposed to be confined in small spaces or, but we're intelligent. We can read and write very well in that regard. But there's still room for improvement when it comes to certain things, what I mean? So this is where now production and quality, as far as technology part of my, channel in the sense of, editing, and cropping videos and all of that. That's something that I have to learn on some more and capitalize on in that regard, and increase my efficiency and my knowledge in that regard. So yeah, it's a bright thing, and like I said, I'm happy that my things are floating back and I'm getting time with my son in that regard. And you know because since he came along, he become my, you know all I've been looking at is just, more like even trying to execute plan, but thinking in my head deep in, like, what can I, what big move can I make to, create that sustained life for myself, and my son, for most importantly, in the sense of, the 9 to 5 is not always it, guys, it's cutting it, but we needed to pay that immediate bill. So since moving to America 2013, needless to say how much I've been chasing the 9 to 5. My first job, relocate, after 5 years, almost 6 years of working. This one recently, I got terminated from. Not my fault, and this guy is just, come to a point where it probably was easier to terminate me than keep me, in the sense that probably easier to even hire two new employee than me senior, in the sense that, it costs the company more. So sometimes people get, greedy and a little bit touchy and handsy. And when it doesn't come to personal, because for example, my manager that I work with every day, those one that love and see me every day, you're not the one that push that button, I make that final say, it's those corporate cartoons that, sitting in office and make decision based on just company benefit more than, individual, concern for a person in that sense, so no grudges against anyone. We live and we learn, but you might made a mistake, and in the future you might learn to see that you made a big mistake, and I'm still humble. I'm moving on. My thing is that, it was hurting me so much that it caused me to make silly decision, as far as concerning, as far as regarding to my son, as far as I'm missing him. So it was more important to me than anything else, you know, um, to just look into any matter I could, in the sense of, I wanted to see where his whereabouts is, in the sense that if he was in the era in that time. So I look upon a little thing that I probably didn't have to, I shouldn't have to, but like I said, we live and we learn. And it was just all purely out of genuine love and concern for my son and missing him. So But yeah, you might have learned that you made a mistake one day, but we're not gonna carry any grudge or any hatred towards anyone. So with all that said, we're keeping strong, we're moving on with confidence and great energy and great optimist, for the future and for what you know is about to come. Even though we're not sure what tomorrow may bring in that sense, I'm still looking forward to greater days ahead. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification, stay tuned. And as the little one come around more, you guys will be seeing us enjoying the outdoor more, into the garden more. And as the season go on, you will see all what's going on in my garden, all the different updates, all the different plants. We're gonna be enjoying and eating organic vegetable life fresh off the plant. So subscribe, stay tuned. Look forward to the next video. Look forward, I will see you on the next video. This one is a little longer, or much longer than I want it to be, but we're here, we are here making it happen, so love to everyone. So I'm gonna end this one at right now. Peace and love. Right now we have one person say watching in the sense, as it showing one. I appreciate you. Much love to you, whoever you are. It would be great. I wouldn't mind to know who it is, but if you don't get to type in that and say hey, but I appreciate you sincerely, greatly. Appreciate your present, and so see you on the next video. Love to you and all the people of the world. Love to you and your family. Stay blessed. Peace and love. Greatly appreciation. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be a great season. So blessing everyone. See you on the next video. Choo choo. Peace. I'm out. Thank you.